Business owners are outraged over surging violence in New York City as Times Square sees its third shooting since May. But Mayor Bill de Blasio's office is giving critics the brush off. Here to discuss, Stratis Morfogen, a New York City restaurant owner who is opening up a second Brooklyn Chop House in Times Square this fall. Good morning to you, Stratis.
Good morning.
So why do you think Times Square has become so dangerous?
Well, you know what happens is when we have faith in our politicians, from Governor Cuomo to de Blasio, and they truly don't follow the science. And what happens is when they shut down the economy, especially let's focus on Times Square right now, when you shut down the economy and you don't have business up and running, maintenance, people keeping the sidewalks clean, people keeping their stores clean, there's no abandonment. You know, when this happens, we invite not just filth, rats, we invite crime. And this is exactly what's happening. And it started when he shut down on the most celebratory month of the year, December, where the science was leading to restaurants being the safest place for our guests. They decided to shut it down and basically have people do their home gatherings on New Year's Eve. Yeah. And that set the tone of what's going on.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
That's what's been happening.
Crime has become an unintended consequence of the lockdown. So you have a restaurant that's going into Times Square. It's usually this great area with families and tourism and Broadway. But now that there's all this crime happening in the area, what are you going to do?
Well, you know what? We know that the mayor is on his way out. We are planning to open our restaurant this fall. Hopefully, we're trying to time it with the opening of Broadway. We have faith in New York City. Very little faith in our politicians. Most of them have never run a lemonade stand, so we can't have faith in them making good decisions for small business. So we're very excited about the upcoming administration. Yeah. And we feel that when I asked Eric Adams about what he's going to do, because none of us trusts politicians, he said, I'm a small business owner, I'm a landlord, and I'm a cop. And I'm going to take after, and I'm going to look out for those three industries. And he said that to me personally at a luncheon a couple of weeks ago.
Wow, so you're hopeful about Eric Adams if he becomes mayor. Tom Harris, he's a Times Square business owner just like you, and he recently said this. He said, we cannot wait for a new mayor. The de Blasio administration needs to stop making excuses and develop effective strategies and take immediate action. And then a de Blasio spokesperson responded saying, everyone wants to fight back against gun violence and stop these shootings. What is not productive is Tom Harris insulting the police officers who have come from across the city to Times Square in a good faith effort. Do you think Tom Harris was insulting the police officers?
No, actually, I'm one that I say I believe we should be actually adding and funding the police for more training. Yeah. I mean, when you actually chop down your police officers and then you ask them to protect us, that's really not a good formula.
Isn't that so true?
It's just unbelievable, some of the words that comes out of our mayor and our governor, for that matter. Yeah. And there's such a disconnect, and it doesn't help us growing back and getting back to where we're supposed to be. And I believe because New York City is so resilient, it doesn't matter what they do. We're coming back, and we're going to come back really strong. Well, and we're betting on it.
We're wishing you the best of luck with your new restaurant. Congratulations before the opening happens this fall. Stratis, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.